It looks like it's live. Hey, Preston, how you doing?
Good.
So you got your air conditioner fixed?
I got it fixed. Thank goodness. I'm not using a towel now to wipe my head.
Blistering hot down there in Honduras, but
all the time.
I'm the opposite. I'm with my wife up here, and we're in Rhode Island, and they got the air conditioning, and I'm cold, so I'd rather it was hot. We have to switch it around. Someday we'll have the technology.
Cold. That's foreign for me.
I say, someday we'll have the technology to be able to swap temperatures.
Yeah, that's coming.
Right. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the areas of hospitality, travel, and tourism, and how to utilize the internet and social media and live video and all these things that we're working with to their advantage. And I know that a lot of times, you know, like say for example, a resort owner, they're owner or operator, they own the resort and they're busy and they don't want to get into all the SEO and learn hashtagging and all that stuff that just boggles their mind. All they want to do is get someone to come to the resort, give them a credit card, swipe the card, and stay for a few days. That's their basic agenda.
Or a week, or 2 weeks.
Yeah, or yeah, extended stay America. Or
Well, what resort owners need to do is obviously, watch our videos, but then pass it on to the marketing people, the directors, and let us work with them.
Well, I think what we're doing by creating this collaborative of people, someone that's an expert at video marketing, someone that is really good at SEO, someone that's really good at engagement, and like your friend, what's his toes, that does the influence stuff.
Rob Wheeler. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got that to be able to connect with influential people. So we've got the resources with you and I combined with this collaborative thing we're doing with Synergy Collaborative. So that if someone wanted to, say, connect with influential travel bloggers, like Robert, could make those connections.
We got the connections.
We just found this guy, what was his name? We just talked with him.
John Dietrich.
Yeah. It was interesting because he came in on our webinar, and at first we thought he was trying to hijack it, but he's a really good resource. He's got some software that he works with that really helps people to analyze. Say a resort had their hashtag, like your buddy Gary, West End Divers. He's got that West End Divers hashtag. He can utilize their services to be able to track and see who's clicking on that, where and when, and because maybe it's most people are doing it from out of the country that are just pondering. So I think we got a lot of cool stuff. And who are some of the other people? David Leonhardt, the writer.
The writer. He has a travel blog, and it's doing very well on Domain Name Authority. So obviously, once he starts working with us and starts putting these videos up and stuff, it's just going to help us and help everybody else who's associated with us.
See, that's a lot of people, like, say, for example, again, there's a resort owner, and he used to talk to somebody would say, you're supposed to have a blog. And they don't have time to blog every day. So why not outsource that blogging to someone like David, and including you and I? Maybe we could get with David and talk about some cool stuff about a specific resort down there. You got that one Bananarama or something like that?
Yeah, Bananarama. Yeah.
A lot of those.
That's just one of many.
What's the other one? Mayan something?
Mayan Princess is the other one, and then I got Little French Keys.
So if they're to work with us, we would then bring David into the fold, and he could start writing some articles, and the resort owner wouldn't have to worry about it. We'd take care of it, and we'd come up with the fancy-dancy hashtags, like we did with that fishing tournament. They didn't even have a hashtag, and now we're using that to promote their tournament, and they don't even know it. But
yeah, exactly. We're giving them free exposure. But hey, everything comes back when we bring value to the owner. That's the whole thing that we try to do, is bring value first. If we bring enough value, you work with us.
It's going to be more than exposure. One of my pet peeves is all the robotic clicks and stuff that's it's not genuine. What we're doing is we're getting people to actually engage. I mean, when that fishing tournament happens, it would be cool to see somebody out there with their cell phone doing a Periscope video of catching the big marlin or something. Yeah. I want people to actually engage so we know that it's not some robotic clicks happening from Sri Lanka.
Exactly, and that's going to happen. We're either going to be there live, or we're going to have people there live. So,
well, you're close.
We still got a month and a half away.
You're a 2-hour boat ride away, right?
Yeah, half-hour airplane ride.
I'd have to jump on a plane, but if someone wants to sponsor me, I'll come down.
Exactly.
I'll bring my cell phone and.
Yeah. So, any clients that are watching this, remember, I'm available. So just you know me. We've done business together. So it's a write-off for taxes, right? It's business expense. So
Absolutely.
we need to come down there.
I'm all about that.
Exactly, and we can really turn in a lot of business for you. Absolutely. So yeah, but what we're talking about obviously is being able to help the resort owner be able to do stuff that he doesn't have time for, or maybe that his marketing people don't have time for. So we become his outsource, his creative outsource, to be able to bring in business, which he needs to be bringing in on a regular basis.
Well, I think a lot of marketing people, sometimes they are so schooled they go a different direction.
Yeah.
You know, they start trying to do something that may not be all that effective. Not dissing them or anything, but sometimes things are just as simple as coming up with, like we found that divers hashtag scuba.
Yeah, exactly.
It's connected with that website called DiveBot.
Yeah.
It retweets just when you use that hashtag scuba. And that's pretty powerful because it goes right to divers, right to scuba divers, and so
exactly. We shouldn't be giving them that hint for free, but okay.
Well, there's we're in an abundant universe. There's so many of these ideas out there, and then the idea is to create one from scratch with an intention. You know, if someone, say for example, one of those places down there wanted to attract yoga retreat coordinators, you know, we could start tapping that market and start driving yoga people to that destination.
Now, the nice thing about travel is it's so interconnected with so many different industries. It's just a really simple thing to do if you start thinking outside the box. I hate using that cliche, but it's true. You know, with all the internet stuff that's going on right now, and what you said is absolutely true, people are following you. People are watching what you're doing, but there's no interaction. And there has to be communication. Because who cares if I have 100,000 followers and I get no business from it? It matters nothing.
Exactly.
You know?
And what I've said before is the robots don't have credit cards.
Exactly. You know, so the thing is like you saying, we've been saying for a long time, it's the human interaction. Even though it's scary, and some people don't like to be on video, it's something that we need to get back to because business was done face to face, belly to belly.
I think it's getting to be more accepted. I mean, people are doing selfies all the time, and they do their little handheld videos. It's not that scary to be on video anymore, unless you're doing something shady. You don't want to show your eyes.
Exactly.
But here I am.
You have to be authentic, and that's the whole key. Everybody who's the gurus out there always talk about it, and it's true. You've got to be authentic. You've got to be, you know, not self-serving, but being able to bring value to everybody that you work with in a collaborative effort. And so that's what we're trying to do. I mean, you could talk to people about Synergy Cafe and what we're doing.
Oh, do you want me to talk about that?
Might as well.
Yeah, Synergy Cafe, the opportunity to do interviews, and we can learn more about you and who you are and what your business is, and what if you have a upcoming program or a special or something that you want to release. And what we do is we just do these quick little videos, and then we propagate them out to the internet with hashtags and keywords, and intentionally share these things because, you know, you and I are both in a lot of travel groups and things like that are like travel bloggers on LinkedIn and Google Plus circles, and we share that information. So if someone wants to do an interview with us and they have an agenda that they'd like fulfilled, we can intentionally help them with that.
Exactly. Exactly. We are the travel destination for travel, tourism, and resorts.
And we may not be the only ones out there, but I think we got a unique focus of human engagement. You know, using live video like your webcams that are real time.
Exactly. Exactly. But I like what you were talking about this morning when we had our webinar, is about how do we interact with the people that are actually there. So either we hire people to do it, or which is better, we actually volunteer people who are going to go there anyways. We find out where they're going, if they can get in front of the camera and start promoting, because that's what's going to be bringing in more business.
I love the creativity that can come into all these things when you start getting strategically creative. The idea of, you know, the camera's pointing down at the beach. Why not create some kind of gamification or a contest where people go on to, say, like Teespring, and they buy a T-shirt that was designed, and the proceeds from the T-shirt go to, like, saving the coral reefs or the sea turtles or something.
Roatan Marine. Yep, and we talked about that, and that's something that we are going to possibly do here soon. So watch for it.
Well, just find some a resort person that wants to support something like that, and if they got a few bucks to hire us, we'll pull it together.
Exactly. Well, like I said, if my clients are listening, we're up for anything. Let's collaborate. Let's figure out how we can win.
The more shameless plugs. But hey, we got to make a living too, right?
Exactly. And so many people on the internet are afraid to do plugs or to do promotion. It's like, dude, you're in business. You have to talk about your business. If you don't talk about your business, somebody else will. A competitor will. So be unique. Be different.
But the other side of it is there is the third-party endorsement stuff, and that's stuff that we can intentionally do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we don't like to make these things too long because people do have their valuable time, and time is a commodity that you can't get back. So we'll keep this kind of tight, and we'll do some more. And if anybody wants to know more about us, look us up. Magic Brad.
Russ Nordbrad, have a fantastic day, guys, or evening, or afternoon.
Peace.
Peace.